This free website could end up saving you tens of thousands of dollars throughout the course of your life. Yes, I know that's a bold claim, but if you'll stick with me through till the end, I'm going to explain to you exactly how it's possible. If you're excited for that, make sure to smash the like button and let's dive on into it. So we're going to start off by talking about what Credit Karma actually does, and then we're going to dive into my computer, into my account, and I'm going to show you exactly how things work, how things break down. The core functionality of the service is that it shows you what your credit score is and how you can actually improve it, and that's where the gold is, okay? So let's dive on into my account and break down how this thing works. The first thing you're going to notice here are these two big numbers, and these represent your credit scores according to two of the different credit bureaus. So there are three credit bureaus: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Experian isn't actually listed on Credit Karma, but TransUnion and Equifax both are. Basically, these guys keep track of your credit reports and they calculate your credit scores. And so what we can see here is you can see your credit scores right away. And what you can do is you can click into your credit score. So let's click into TransUnion here and see what's up. And what it's going to do is first it's going to show you a chart of your score in the past. Okay, so this is super useful. As soon as you start an account, it will create this chart for you and then it will just keep going over time. But what's really nice about Credit Karma, okay, and this is where all of the value pretty much comes in, at least for me, is the stuff down here, okay? And this is where it shows you the criteria that go into your credit score and how to improve them. So if you missed the last video, we go deep into what goes into a credit score, how to increase it, all that good stuff. But one thing that I also want to mention before we dive too deep into these is that these scores are calculated according to the Vantage score formula. And so one piece of beef that a lot of people have with Credit Karma is that they don't use the FICO formula. And I think that's honestly fine. When banks pull your credit score, they're probably going to use FICO as opposed to Vantage score. And in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it matters that much. They use the same scale from 300 to 850. Your numbers are probably going to be a little bit different. So if you apply for a loan and you get a piece of paper from the bank that says your credit score is something, but Credit Karma says it's something slightly different, don't worry about that. That's just the different scoring formulas. They use the same things. So what's going to improve your Vantage score is also going to improve your FICO score. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, but some people have some beef with Credit Karma because of that. So just want to get that out of the way. But to dive into what actually goes into your credit score, okay, so you can actually click into each of these individual things and it's going to show you how they impact your credit score. So payment history is the biggest thing and it says high impact. So you kind of know that. If we go into our payment history here, what we're going to see is this is 100% on-time payments. That is where you need to be. Okay, this bar down here, super useful stuff. Tells you where to be to have a positive impact on your credit score. So if you're in the farthest section over here, the 100%, that's going to be the best impact on your score. 99%, still going to be a good impact, but not as good as the 100. 98, that's where you're getting iffy. And then once you get below into the red here, that's when it's going to be subtracting from your score or really working against you. Okay, so you want to make sure with all of these categories that you're in the green. Okay, and one really cool thing about Credit Karma is you can actually see, it'll give you a breakdown of every card that you have, and it'll show you every single on-time payment you've made and every single missed payment you've made. And you can really visualize this stuff. It's super, super cool. That's payment history. And I mean, that's pretty straightforward. You talk a lot about that in the last video, but we'll go into one more of these just so you can get another feel for what's up. So credit age, for example, if we go in here, we can see this is where I'm the weakest. I gotta say I'm only 21 years old, so I can't have a credit age that's all that long. But as you can see, so I'm in this category right here, which again is still in the red. So I gotta work my way up to the green eventually. But that's the thing about Credit Karma. It shows you where you are and it shows you where basically the credit bureaus want you to be to improve your credit score. Now, one other thing that I also want to show you guys about Credit Karma is if you go back to the main page, you can get some really cool insights about your entire picture as a person when it comes to credit. For example, here it shows you your total credit limit, which is it's a useful piece of information to know. Okay, you want to know how much total credit you have. Now, one caveat that I want to make here is that it doesn't include business cards. So business credit cards aren't on your personal credit report. I can make a whole video about business credit cards, but they're not on your personal report. So this 7 credit cards that I have does not include any of my business cards, okay, which is where a lot of my credit limit is. So it says $25,000 total credit limit. In reality, that's probably closer to about $75,000, maybe $80,000 when you include the business cards that I have, but that's just because your business credit and your personal credit are separate. So that's that. Auto insurance and car stuff, how Credit Karma makes their money is through affiliate marketing and getting you to sign up for loans through their service. So a lot of the stuff on here is affiliate marketing, which it can be kind of useful if you are looking for an auto loan, like you can find some decent deals maybe. I don't know. I've never gotten an auto loan before because I don't really like driving. So, but if you are in need of financial products like that, I mean, they do some affiliate marketing. It's not too blatant, so I don't hate it too much, but that's something to keep in mind here. Savings account, like I mentioned earlier. Mortgages, like I said, they're making their money off affiliate marketing. So the more things they can get you to sign up for, the better. Pre-qualify for a personal loan, same exact thing. One cool feature they have is this estimated home buying power. So based on your credit, they're going to give you kind of an estimate of what a bank would be willing to lend to you. And so you can go in here and update your factors, things like income, things like other debt that you have. And so, I mean, I haven't really compared this to going to a bank and trying to get pre-qualified for something, so I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it's a pretty cool feature nonetheless. But what I really wanted to show you here is your credit card usage and your payment streaks. So this is what I was talking about earlier. You can actually go into view accounts and it'll show you for each credit card that you have, your payment streak. I don't want to go into this because there's some personal information in here that I just don't want on the internet. It's cool because this will also show you where your credit utilization is at, which is super useful. Again, last video, we talked about exactly what that is, why that matters. Lots of good stuff on here. Now, I mentioned that Credit Karma also makes their money through affiliate marketing. And one other kind of cool thing about the service, I don't want this to feel too much like a commercial, but I just kind of want to walk through it for y'all. They have this section where you can peruse different credit cards, and it's kind of cool. I mean, I've never applied for a credit card through here before just because I personally like to do a bit more research and really optimize my credit cards. But if you're just looking for like cool cards that you can get approved for, get some cool bonuses, this can be a cool option for you because basically what they do is they look at your whole credit file and they're like, oh, based on your habits, based on the cards that you already have, based on your credit score, like these are some cards that you can probably get approved for. Now, obviously, all of these are getting Credit Karma some kickback, so you have to kind of think about, okay, well, they keep showing me this one card. Does that really mean this one card is the best for me? Or does it mean that this one card is where they get the most commission from? So you got to keep that stuff in mind. Personally, I probably wouldn't apply for any cards through their website directly, but it can be a good way to just like become aware of some different credit cards. Personally, again, I'm more of a nerd about this stuff, so I like to just like really dive into it. But if you're just taking this stuff pretty casually, you can find some cool credit cards on here and potentially find some stuff that gets you some cool rewards. All right, so how is this going to save you any money? Okay, you made it all the way through this video and you're probably like, where does this come back to that initial claim that you made in the beginning? Okay, how is this going to save me tens of thousands of dollars throughout the course of my life? Well, how it's going to save you that much money is if you take the information that you get from Credit Karma and you actually apply it, okay? Because prior to Credit Karma and other similar services, like credit was a huge black box for a lot of people, okay? Like they didn't really know what went into it. It was like a sausage, you know, like you don't really know what comes in, but you just see the end product and you're like, well, I guess that looks fine. But with Credit Karma, you can peel back the layers of this sausage and really see what goes into it and how to improve those ingredients to make this thing even better. So if you use the service, and again, this isn't like a sponsored video or anything. I keep feeling like I'm on a commercial, but like if you use the things of the service to really show you how to improve your credit score, that can save you a lot of money. And how that saves you money is by getting you loans with lower interest rates, okay? Because the average American pays just around $200,000 throughout the course of your life just for mortgage interest, okay? So that means if you're buying a house that costs $500,000, for example, maybe depending on your interest rate, you'll end up paying like $200,000 in interest throughout the course of the loan to the bank. That is not money that is going into equity to your house. That is money that is going straight to the bank, straight into their pocket, and it's just gone. So if you have a higher credit score, you can qualify for lower interest rate loans. Lower interest rate loans means lower monthly payments, means less money to the bank, means more money in your pocket, which means Credit Karma is saving you lots of money if you use the information you get to actually improve your score. That's the big if, okay? You can't just sign up for an account and be like, all right, where's my free money? You sign up for an account and you have to actually use the information that you get to improve your situation. Now, the next thing you should do is click the subscribe button down below and check out this video over here that I've mentioned many times during this video where I talk about how to increase your credit score. Super valuable stuff and really breaks things down for you very easily. And also shows you how I cracked the 800 mark on my credit score.